Hey Virgo, it's Kay Loves Tarot. Hope you guys are well. So I'm just doing monthlies for June, obviously due to loss in the family. So I'm a little bit stuck for time this month, and I've got so much going on as well. So for obvious reasons, I'm just going to stick to a monthly just to save myself some time. Next month I'll be back to normal, and I'll do your bi-weeklies for July, okay? If I do get a chance to do an end of month catch up, I will, but I'm not going to promise anything at this stage. So, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. Love for Virgo, please. I'm doing some 5-card spreads for you guys. So, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Virgo. Love for Virgo. It's a central focal point or issue for Virgo. I've got the 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. That usually indicates either in love terms, it's that which was lost returns. So, yeah, this could be like Return of the Mack. The root of that. Why is that happening? What's the root of that? The moon in the reverse, yeah. That could sometimes indicate shit's been hidden from you, you know, or you've been hiding something, and then, like I said before, like Return of the Mack, one back, right, okay, I'm here, we're here to tell the truth, this is why I'm coming back. Either you're saying this to someone or someone's saying this to you. I've got in the recent past, I've got the King of Cups. Some of you guys could be doing water signs, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. That card represents unconditional love. What's crowning Virgo? The Empress is what's crowning you. So you're giving this some serious thought and consideration. I mean, she's the birth of an idea, isn't she? But in love terms, the Empress in the upright is that real feel-good vibe. It's that feel-good vibe. It's that diva vibe. It's like, yeah, I'm feeling really good. Why? Because someone's made her feel good. Because someone's boosted the ego a little bit. If I didn't know any better, Virgo, I'd say you could have somebody coming back around. And it felt shitty at the time that in the past it didn't work. But I got someone coming back around, and I have a funny feeling someone's saying along the lines of, because I'd have the King in the recent past, someone's saying like, I never stopped loving you. Like that love never left. You guys may have had other issues, other problems. And I just feel like them doing that puts you on cloud 9. I've just got a realization of someone shutting someone out, problems, maybe arguments, issues, things like that, whatever you shut someone out for. I'm sort of running out a lot on intuition here as well, you guys. But that King in the recent past, that's unconditional love. Kings are masters of the suit, cups of emotions, feelings, love. King and master of the suit, this is unconditional love. So someone's coming back around and sort of saying, look, you may not have realised it, but that love never went. And I just feel like this sort of puts you on cloud 9. It's coming towards Virgo. Jesus Christ. I've got the Knight of Pentacles. So you're going to weave back into this slowly. It's almost like, I feel like you could be playing it cool. Like, you're not letting them know just how happy you are that they've come back around. It seems like you guys may be playing it cool, sort of like really little slow, earthy gesture, offer even. They never stop loving you, and it's like, oh, okay. Well, I've got this. I'm on cloud 9, but I'm not going to tell you. But I've got this pentacle. So I'm just going to slowly give this pentacle to you. You're doing it for protection as well, though. You're not rushing into this because you're trying to protect yourself, which I admire. This person vanished before. You're thinking, what if this happens again? You know what I mean? I'm going to clarify a little bit deeper on this. Just bear with me, you guys. So central issue. I've got the 8 of Cups. Yeah. Someone walked away, or was this them? They shut you out and you had no choice but to emotionally switch off. Over the root, I've got the Hanged Man. Someone was afraid to tell you how they really felt. In the recent past, the Lovers. Damn it. Virgo, if you had a water sign, seriously, this is someone who, I want to say from your past, that truly felt something here. And the root, the reason why they're coming back around now after you've detached, it's because they're afraid to speak the mind. The moon is in the reverse, so they're coming out with it, but this is the reason why they didn't before. The Hanged Man, because I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but you know, and this is where I get that notion from. You know, in the Ride Away, the Hanged Man's got like a light around his head, and I liken it to someone feeling like they could be persecuted if they speak their mind. You know, it's that fear of speaking your mind. You know, in other words, you know, you're hanging yourself, so to speak, by not speaking up. And I just feel like some of you guys have got someone here who's so afraid to speak up before. And I get a feeling they left it too long. To the point where you detached here. Well, they're not, you know, that 9th cup went. They were that 9th cup. That king is carrying that 9th cup, and he took it. He fucked off with it back then. But the 5 Pentacles reversed now. He's bringing it back. After you'd already decided to detach. So by the time you bring it back, you're on cloud 9. Let's clarify that. Justice. You know it's karmic relationship. You know. You know. You know the Knight of Wands. But you also know there's inconsistency. Why? Because they've already fucked off before, so they're not going to do it again. I get that. I get that. Hello, Tudor Rose. How are you, my sweetheart? Hello, Sandra. I mean, I'm going to quickly summarise this before I clarify the outcome. Because obviously I've got some joining midway. So I'm going to keep you guys in suspense, and you'll forgive me for doing so, but I have to. So let's start from the past. We've got this King of Cups, this Lover's card. Unconditional love, karmic relationship, very fated. Maybe you could even call it a destined sort of partnership here. The thing is, the 5 of Pentacles is reversed in the now, which means it would have had to have been in the upright in the past as well. So this is connected. I would say every card in a 5-card spread is connected. So if there was so much love and feeling here, why did they disconnect? Because of this. Afraid to speak the mind, afraid of how someone's going to take it. And obviously by the time they come back around and decide to say something, it feels too late for you. Not too late, but it feels disheartening because you've already learned to detach. So in what's crowning is this karmic relationship that you feel. And the Empress, feeling really, really good about yourself because they made you or make you feel good about yourself. I suppose this could be connected to the time at the point that they come back around. But there is inconsistency there, and you're very well aware of that. You know, if they can disappear once, who say they're not going to do it again? And I get that. I truly get that. So for the finale, let's clarify this in what's coming towards you with this Knight of Pentacles, and I'll also throw some romance angels with that. So, what's this Knight of Pentacles have to do with what's coming towards Virgo? Okay, what was that? It just fell out. The Chariot. Being able to charge ahead with something. So, I genuinely feel like this Knight of Pentacles is you. This is you sort of not only accepting the offer, but reciprocating the offer as well. But very, very slowly and cautiously. The Knight treads carefully. The Knight has that pentacle right there. He's neither giving it to you nor putting it away. He's holding it there to test the water. If I hold this pentacle here, will it fall and smash into 1,000 pieces? Or are you going to stick around to catch it? That's what you're doing. You're testing. You're testing the water. But you're happy to charge ahead with that. So it's not necessarily rushing. It's actually being determined to see something through one last time. I do feel like this is one last chance. I do. I really do feel like this is one last chance that you guys are giving here, and you won't be going back again. One more over the outcome, the World. I like it. I like it. Don't get me wrong, signifies the end of a journey, but it can also signify a new journey is about to begin, because we go from the World to the Full. I'm wondering if we're going to see the Full more so in July. This feels to me like those tiny baby steps are just being taken this month. That agreement, that consideration is just being given this month. That's how this feels to me, Virgo. It really does feel like whoever this person is, the feelings are real, the feelings are genuine. And I don't get me wrong, this isn't going to resonate for every single one of you. It couldn't possibly. I want to say specifically if you're dealing with a water sign. And deep down, you know it felt karmic, destined in a way. This person felt like they just could never not only understand their own feelings, but they couldn't talk about their own feelings because they never fully understood their own feelings. You know, you can't discuss what you don't understand. And I feel like for some of you, that's the reason why they vanished. It's going to be for other reasons, don't get me wrong. For, you know, some of you, as I'm seeing in the comments, may truly have been dealing with a jackass that doesn't represent the energy of the King of Cups. So I don't want people to get confused about this, because the King in the upright is not manipulative. The King in the upright doesn't necessarily cheat, because the unconditional love is there for somebody else. They wouldn't do to that person what they wouldn't want done to them. But on the flip side, it is those feelings that I want to say scared the shit out of whoever this is from the past, because they felt too afraid to even speak their mind, to even tell anybody how they feel. So there could have been some other connection between you two. That could have been, you know, friendship, work colleague, boss, employer, things like that. There could have been some other connection between you two that prevented that King from coming clean about how he feels. So again, that's why I'm saying, by the time this King comes back around, you've already come to grips with it. You've already detached. And it's, you know, and don't ignore the gender of the King as well, because this could totally represent a woman as well. Just FYI. And this could also be on the flip side if you're cross-watching too. But I do have new beginnings coming through for the Virgos. And this is like, it's one of those situations, it's very bittersweet, that sort of bounces back to being sweet again. I do genuinely believe that at the time that King left, you fully understood why he had to leave. You fully understood his reasons. You just didn't like it. You just didn't like it. That was the problem. And again, that backs up the inconsistency right there, especially if it was a work situation. Look at that. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. So if this person is what you want, if this is what you want, make that small gesture. You do not have to make a big song and dance about this. You do not have to start imagining wedding dresses and couple songs, you know, the first dance or whatever. You don't need to start imagining that shit or what your kids' names are going to be. Don't do that. Don't be that person, seriously. But what you can do is clearly decide to just give a chance. To just be open to the prospect that someone could change. And I do have new love. Here, well, it says a new person stage romantic feelings. If this, and I'm feeling a very past tense kind of vibe with this in terms of who you're dealing with. So do you know what I think that is? I think it does feel like new love. Because I don't think you realised this in the past. I don't. So by the time this comes around, someone you may have just liked, maybe you didn't realise that the, you know, love word was anything to do with it. But like by the time this comes around, it does feel like new love. It does feel like a new chance. Or it feels very new because someone's changed so much. It's one or the other. But only you can decide. You've already detached from this. You've already cut it off. And I really do feel like your biggest problem moving forward is deciding whether you're going to put your hand through it or not again. Can you lose that person again? I personally don't think they can lose you again. But I suppose in a way it's ultimately your decision. And I think if they're putting themselves on the line and it comes across genuine, it doesn't feel fake at the point that this may happen. And like I say, it definitely puts you on cloud nine. It's ultimately your decision what you want to do with it. You know, some of you'll take it. But I definitely, if I were you, and I'm Virgo rising. So, I mean, not that this really resonates with me. Not that I know of anyway. But I can understand the Page of Pentacles. I can. That's why I sort of worded it in the way that I did. We're holding it out. We're testing the waters. All right, then. You want the pentacle. Here's the pentacle. What are you going to do with that? You know, you're testing those waters. You're seeing what they're going to do. All right. If I open up a little bit and say, okay, start from here. Let's start from this square right here. There's the pentacle. What are you going to do with it? That's really testing the waters there. Are they gonna let it drop and smash? Are they gonna take it and they're gonna nurture it? It's what you want to know. That's why you're just dangling that pentacle right there like a little carrot. What you're gonna do? You're gonna chase it or you're gonna give up? You're just testing those waters, which is the right thing to do, definitely. I'll leave that there, Virgo. If anyone wants personal reading, the readings are open. Obviously, Monday, Tuesday, off bounds. But until then, the readings are open. And obviously after as well. I'll leave it there. And I wish you guys a fabulous month of June. And like I said, I will try and do an end of month catch up for you guys. But I just can't promise anything just yet, considering how the last few weeks have been. So failing that, we'll go back to the bi-weeklies in July, okay? Right, I'll leave that there. And much love to my Virgos. And we'll speak soon. Take care. Bye for now.